Hello.
Oh, hello.
You're going to be the judge?
No, I'm not the judge.
Good morning. My name is Tony Gonzalez. I'm the judge of the Robstown Municipal Court. I'm going to ask everyone to please put their devices on mute until your case is called. We're still waiting for some people to connect. They're having trouble with their audio. So if you'll be patient, we'll get started shortly. Thank you. All right. Good morning once again. My name is Tony Gonzalez. I'm the judge of the Robstown Municipal Court. Today's date is September 4th, 2024. Um, we are here on the 9 o'clock a.m. pretrial docket. Um, It's important to note that these proceedings are being conducted on the court's Zoom platform. In addition, the proceedings are being broadcast live on the court's YouTube channel. Everything here is being recorded. We are a court of record, so it's important that you keep that in mind. I want to thank everyone for being here today. A lot more people were summoned to show up today, and they haven't, but you folks have, so I appreciate that. Um, so like I said, this is a pretrial docket, so that means everyone in on the Zoom today has entered a plea of not guilty and has requested either a trial before the judge or a trial before a jury. And we are now here at the pretrial portion of the case. If you pre-filed any pretrial motions, I'll be more than happy to take those up today. If not, the prosecutor representing the state of Texas and the city of Robstown, his name is Mr. Epi Sassi. He is present today. Uh, if you so choose, you will have the opportunity to meet with Mr. Isasi to discuss your case. Um, Once again, Mr. Isasi is the individual who brings the case on behalf of the state of Texas. Um, and therefore, he has the ability to do a number of things, from negotiating a plea bargain agreement to listening to any evidence you may want to present to him at this time. He has the ability to recommend dismissal of the case if he feels that it's warranted. The point being is that it doesn't hurt to speak to Mr. Isasi to try to resolve your case, because if you are unable to come to a resolution, then your case will be set for trial, whether that be in front of the judge or in front of the jury. You also have the ability at this time, if you speak to Mr. Isasi and you don't like what he's offering, you have the ability to go to do an open plea to the court. What that means is that you can come before the court, you can withdraw your plea of not guilty, and you can enter a plea of guilty or no contest, and then let the court decide what punishment's going to be. The only thing is that once you choose that option, you can't unring that bell. Whatever decision I make regarding punishment, that's going to be it. You can't go back and say, you know what, I like what the prosecutor's offering a whole lot better, and I'd rather take that. But that is one of your options. Okay. So at this time, are there any questions? I see that I have two attorneys in the Zoom. I know you have other proceedings to attend, so I'm going to get Mr. Isasi to meet with y'all first, and then we'll go in order of the docket. We'll get started here shortly. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Isasi, did you come to an agreement on Lopez?
When I spoke with the defense counsel on that, wh- what I'm going to ask the court to do is we could reset it for another pretrial so that he can review an offer with his client, and then we can come back and dispose of that at that point.
That's
Right.
correct, Judge. I believe it will be.
Okay, all right, Mr. Goff, then we're gonna reset you to the next pretrial docket. You'll get that notice in the mail.
Thank you, ma'am. Be excused.
Yes, you may. Thank you. Okay. Before I call the docket, Mr. Isasi, I'm gonna go ahead and put you in a breakout room with Mr. Hummel, so
Okay.
y'all can meet while I call the docket.
Sounds good.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I'm also an attorney, Catherine Bunting from Marissa Signs. I also need to meet with Mr. Asasi before you call
Yes,
my.
I noted it on there. You're here for Jason Wolf, correct?
Yes.
Okay. No, I have that noted.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Yes, ma'am. All right, the court will call the docket at this time. Court calls cause number 2405-000480, State of Texas versus Bruce Carter. Mr. Carter, if you can unmute your microphone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Mr. Carter, can you
Excuse
please raise your right hand?
this morning, sir.
Good morning. If you can please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You put your hand down. You are Bruce Carter?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Mr. Carter, you're here today on the court's pretrial docket. Do you wish to speak to the prosecutor today?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, and I don't see that you have any pretrial documents on file at this time, correct?
No, sir. I'm still working on review of the few things that I did request during discovery.
Okay, I will give you the opportunity to speak to Mr. Isasi. One thing that I forgot to tell everyone is once if you enter into a plea bargain agreement and the court accepts it, it's important that you follow through and either come by the municipal court or call the municipal court to speak to the clerks to make arrangements to sign off on your paperwork. If that step is not done, it's going to be as if you didn't appear today, and a warrant will go out. So it's very important that you follow through after if you enter a plea. If you don't enter a plea and just want to go on to your trial, then you'll receive a notice in the mail. All right, thank you. All right, court calls cause number 2405-000311, State of Texas versus Johnny Lee DeBarge. Johnny Lee DeBarge. All right. All right, I see an individual with the name Johnny. It looks like he's trying to unmute. I'll give him an opportunity to do that.
Can you hear me now, Your Honor?
Yes, I can. Let me go ahead and change the name on your device to reflect your full name. Let me see. Am I pronouncing your last name correctly?
DeBarge.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. All right, Mr. DeBarge, please raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are Johnny Lee DeBarge?
I am.
Mr. DeBarge, do you wish to speak with Mr. Isasi this morning?
I do.
Okay, and do you have any pretrial motions that you want the court to consider?
I don't think so. I'm a layman, so I
understand. I understand, but these are questions I have to ask. If you don't have any pretrial motions, then I'm going to mark you down that you need to speak to Mr. Isasi. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Isasi, do you have an announcement?
Yes, on Mr. Greenville, we reached an agreement in return for Mr. Greenville's plea of no contest. It'll be a 30-day deferred, a fine of $64.90 and court cost of $134.
Mr. Hummel, is that your agreement? Is he,
Yeah, he was
let me,
he was coming
let me
back.
close, yeah, let me close the breakout room.
Okay.
Mr. Hummel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna have Mr. Isasi recite the agreement again. Can you recite that again, Mr. Isasi?
Yes. In return for Mr. Greenville's plea of no contest, it'll be a 30-day deferred, court cost of $64.90. No, I'm sorry, a fine of $64.90 and court cost of $134.
Mr. Hummel, is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
And are you asking the court to approve that agreement on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, I haven't talked with him. What I'd like is an opportunity to confirm with him. I'm confident that will ultimately be the deal. And with the court's permission, what I'd like to do is confirm that with Mr. Greenville and then send the court and Mr. Isasi a confirmatory email if I could.
Yes, in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and at this time, I'm gonna place it on the next docket, just in case we don't hear back from you, or if your client doesn't approve of that agreement. That way we'll have you on the next docket. If he does, if he's in agreement, if you'll send us that paperwork and we'll take you off.
I'll do that, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hummel.
May I be excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Mr. Isasi.
Yes, sir. Take care, Mike.
All right, Mr. Isasi, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Miss Bunting.
Yes, sir.
All right, next I have cause number 24050000228, State of Texas versus Crystal de la Fuente. Crystal de la Fuente. Good
Right.
morning, Ms. de la Fuente. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are Crystal de la Fuente?
Yes.
Ms. de la Fuente, do you have any pretrial motions that you wish the court to consider at this time?
No.
And do you wish to speak with the prosecutor, Mr. Isasi?
Yes.
Okay. If you'll just wait patiently, he'll be with you shortly, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Court calls
Thank
cause
you.
number 24050000465, State of Texas versus Charlie Lee Garcia. Charlie Lee Garcia. Charlie Garcia, okay. Court calls cause number 24050000448 and 24050000449, State of Texas versus Mateo Lopez Garza. Mateo Lopez Garza.
Here, Judge.
Okay, let me go ahead and change your name to reflect. Okay, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down. Are you Mateo Lopez Garza?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Garza, do you have any pretrial motions you wish the court to consider?
No, sir.
And do you wish to speak with the prosecutor?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Garza, if you'll wait patiently, he'll be with you shortly.
Thank you.
Thank you. Court calls cause number 24050000352, State of Texas versus Lily Herrera. Ms. Herrera, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Okay, Ms. Herrera, I'm not hearing you. Can you say something?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. All right,
Okay.
Ms. Herrera, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Herrera, you are Lily Herrera?
Yes.
Ms. Herrera, do you have any pretrial motions you wish the court to consider?
No, sir.
And do you wish to speak to the prosecutor this morning?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Herrera, he'll be with you shortly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court calls cause number 2407-000114, State of Texas versus Joanna Hinojosa. Joanna Hinojosa. Court calls cause number 2403-000487, State of Texas versus Rogelio Pedraza. Rogelio Pedraza. Rogelio Pedraza. Court calls cause number 2405.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here, but it's not letting me connect my my camera.
Okay. All right, Mr. Pedraza, I'll go ahead and, can you raise your right hand?
Yes, sir.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You are Rogelio Pedraza?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Pedraza. Do you have any pretrial motions you wish the court to consider today?
No, sir.
And do you wish to speak to the prosecutor?
The prosecutor. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Your Honor, I apologize, sir. I'm just waking up, but I couldn't really hear you about the prosecutor thing the first time.
Yeah, the prosecutor is here to speak to you regarding your case to try to resolve it. If you wish to speak to him, you'll have the opportunity to do so. Do you want to?
And if I don't, sir, how does that work?
If you don't speak to him, then you're going to be set for your trial, whether it's in front of a judge or in front of the jury.
Okay, I'd like to talk to a prosecutor.
Okay, he'll be with you shortly. Mr. Isasi, do you have an announcement?
I'm sorry. Yes, sir. On Ms. Sines, Your Honor, I reviewed the case on that and heard arguments from counsel. She's pretty compelling on those arguments, and I tend to agree with her. I'm gonna go ahead and submit a dismissal on that case, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Bunting, you heard Mr. Isasi. He's gonna be submitting a dismissal for the court to consider. If you'll follow up with the court in a couple of days, you can get a copy.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you.
Court calls cause number 2405-000349, State of Texas versus Juan Rivera Jr. Juan Rivera Jr. Mr.
I'm
Rivera,
right here.
let me go ahead and change your name, okay, on your device, so it shows up.
Right.
Mr. Rivera, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, you are Juan Rivera Jr.?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Rivera, do you have any pretrial motions you wish the court to consider?
Yes, I would like to get a discovery package on this case if I could.
Okay, have you requested that yet, Mr. Rivera?
No, I haven't. So I will need to know how to do that because I'm defending myself.
Okay. So we're gonna make note of that, but if you can just submit in writing, so we have it for the file that you're requesting discovery, and we'll go ahead and we're gonna get that started for you. In the meantime, do you wish to speak to Mr. Isasi, or do you want to be reset so you can review the discovery?
I want to be reset so I can review the discovery, Judge.
Then the court will grant a reset at this time. And Crystal, if we can make note to get Mr. Rivera discovering regarding his case. You're excused, Mr. Rivera. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Court calls cause number 2405-000464, State of Texas versus Romeo Rodriguez.
Yes, Judge, that's me.
Yeah, Mr. Rodriguez, if you can please raise your right hand.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
You put your hand down. You are Romeo Rodriguez? Romeo Rodriguez?
Romeo, yes, sir. Romeo. Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Rodriguez, Do you have any pretrial motions you wish the court to consider at this time?
No, sir, but I was on the Zoom since earlier and I heard I could talk to the prosecutor and I would really like the opportunity to talk to him to see if we can settle this. If
Sure.
not, then
Okay, then we'll go ahead and mark you down to speak to the prosecutor. If you'll mute your device, he'll be with you shortly.
yes, sir, I will. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Court calls cause number 24050000314, State of Texas versus Gilbert Lee Rodriguez Jr.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me go ahead and change your device. All right, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are Gilbert Lee Rodriguez Jr.?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rodriguez, do you have any pretrial motions on file that you wish the court to consider at this time?
No, sir.
Do you wish to speak to the prosecutor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, he'll be with you shortly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court calls cause number 24050000350, State of Texas versus Jose Salazar. Jose Salazar. Jose Salazar. Mr. Isasi, I'm going to go ahead and put you in a breakout room with Mr. Carter while I call the rest of the docket.
Okay.
Court calls cause number 24030000499. I'm not sure if this is the same person, but it has a middle name. Jose Francisco Salazar. Jose Francisco Salazar. Court calls cause number 24050000224, State of Texas versus Brett Maddox Tedder.
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Mr. Tedder, can you please raise your right hand?
Yes, sir.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are Brett Maddox Tedder.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Tedder, do you have any pretrial motions you wish the court to consider at this time?
No, sir.
And do you wish to speak to the prosecutor?
Yes, sir.
All right, if you put your device on mute, he'll be with you shortly. Thank you. Court calls cause number 24050000003, State of Texas versus Amaro Barrial.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Barrial, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are Amaro Barrial?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Barrial, do you have any pretrial motions you wish the court to consider at this time?
No, sir.
And do you wish to speak to the prosecutor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and it looks like you have two cases, Mr. Barrial. I'll mark you down wanting to confer with the prosecutor on both of those.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. If you can put your device on mute, he'll be with you shortly. And finally, court calls cause number 24050000427, State of Texas versus Sarah Barrial. Sarah Barrial. Sarah Barrial. All right, that's the court's docket at this time. Is there anybody present whose name was not called? Okay. All right, for the rest of you folks, I ask that you wait patiently. Know this, the silver lining about being on Zoom is that you don't have to be sitting in my courtroom waiting to meet with the prosecutor. You're able to do so from the comfort of your home or from work and maybe multitask. But please remember that you are in court. So I ask that you be mindful and know that there are other individuals that are sitting in the Zoom. My device will be put on mute and my video will be off, but I am sitting at the bench. If you need to get my attention, if you'll just say, Judge or Judge Gonzalez, whatever the case may be, and I'll come back on and address any concerns you may have. Any questions at this time? All right. Mr. Isasi, do you have an announcement?
Yes, sir, on Mr. Carter. In return for his plea of no contest, it'll be $100 fine, court cost of 134, and it'll be a 30-day deferred and payment to be paid in Stanter.
Mr. Carter, you heard Mr. Isasi recite the proposed agreement. Is that your understanding of the agreement? You're on mute, Mr. Carter.
Yes, Judge, it is. My apologies. I'm not very
No.
familiar with this platform.
No worries, no worries. Are you asking the court to approve that agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court will approve the agreement. Mr. Carter, if you can just make sure you call the clerks, they will make arrangements to get the agreement over to you if you are out of town. If you live in the area, if you can come by the Robstown Municipal Court no later than 5 o'clock today or at the latest tomorrow to sign off on your agreement.
I'm out of town. I will be calling the court clerk forthwith, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Carter. You are excused.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Isasi. Next is Mr. Johnny Lee DeBarge.
Okay.
Mr. Isasi, you have an announcement?
Yes, sir. On Mr. DeBarge's case, Your Honor, in return for his plea of no contest, it'll be a fine of 100 and court costs of 134. And this amount to be paid in full by September 20th of, on or about September 20th of, 2024.
Mr. DeBarge, is that your understanding of the agreement? You're on mute, Mr. DeBarge.
I'm sorry, sir. That just takes a long time to get that on mute every time.
No, no worries.
And
You
I-
heard Mr. Isasi recite the agreement. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. DeBarge, the court will approve that agreement if you can make sure you get with the clerks to sign off on the paperwork.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You're excused. All right, Mr. Isasi, next we have Crystal de la Fuente.
Yep.
Mr. Isasi, do you have an announcement?
Yes, sir. On Mr. La Fuente, in return for a plea of no contest, it'll be a 30-day deferred, a $200 fine, and court cost of 81.
Mr. La Fuente, you heard Mr. Isasi recite the proposed plea bargain agreement. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes,
And are you asking the court to approve it?
yes.
All right, Mr. La Fuente, if you can make sure that you call the municipal court today to make arrangements to sign off on your paperwork. If you live out of town, if you live in the area, you can come by the municipal court no later than 5 o'clock today, or at the latest tomorrow.
Okay,
Thank you. You are
thank you.
excused.
Thank you.
All right, next, Mr. Isasi, we have Mr. Mateo Garza.
Okay.
Mr. Isasi?
Yes, sir. On Mr. Garza, what we're doing, Your Honor, in return for his plea of no contest, it'll be a 30-day deferred, a fine of 114.90, and court costs in the amount of 134. And that's on cause number 2405000448, which is the speeding case. On the no driver's license case, I'm gonna ask if we can reset that and put it in compliance within 60 days. So let's see if we can get his driver's license.
Okay. Mr. Garza, you heard Mr. Isasi recite the proposed plea bargain agreement. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, sir.
Are you asking the court to approve it?
Yes.
The court will approve the plea bargain agreement on cause number 2405000448. On 2405000449, the court will grant the prosecutor's request that the matter be put on hold for 60 days to allow Mr. Garza to attempt to renew his driver's license. Mr. Isasi, if Mr. Garza renews his driver's license, are you going to recommend dismissal of that case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Mr. Garza, if you can make sure that you get with the court either by way of contacting the clerks or coming by the court no later than 5 o'clock today, at the latest 5 o'clock tomorrow.
And
Yes,
Judge,
sir.
just a little clarification. Not only does he need to get his driver's license, but make sure that he pays on this case here, that he fully pays the amount, and then I'll do the dismissal on the no driver's license.
Okay, you understand that, Mr. Garza?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, thank you, Mr. Garza. You're excused.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Isasi, next we have Lily Herrera.
Okay.
Ms. Herrera, I put you in a breakout room. You need to push the button.
Which one is the button?
You should see something indicating that you've been asked to be put in a breakout room.
Mm,
Okay.
Mr. Isasi, let me attempt to put y'all back in there.
Okay.
Mr. Isasi?
Yes, on Ms. Herrera, she's, we're gonna keep it on the bench trial docket, Judge. In the meantime, she's gonna try to secure some affidavits for some witnesses for me to consider.
Okay, is she still in the breakout room?
She might be, I told her to meet me back in the courtroom.
Okay, let me put it.
There she is.
Ms. Herrera, Mr. Isasi announced that we're going to continue this matter on the trial docket. In the meantime, that you're supposed to get him some affidavits that he'll consider. So if you can just verify your address at this time, Ms. Herrera. You're on mute.
"907 Benavides, Robstown, Texas."
Okay, Ms. Herrera, you're going to get a notice of your trial setting. But in the meantime, if you get those affidavits before then, if you can bring them by the Robstown Municipal Court, and we'll make sure that Mr. Isasi gets them, okay?
Okay,
All right, thank you, Ms. Herrera. You have any questions?
no, sir.
All right, you're excused. All right, Mr. Isasi, next we have Patrick Lopez.
I think we took care of him, Judge. That was
Okay. Oh, yeah, that was Mr. Yeah, I'm sorry.
golf.
Next we have Rogelio Pedraza.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Isasi. Mr. Isasi, Mr. Pedraza's video is not working, so you're going to be talking to him
Sounds good.
without the video.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Isasi, you have an announcement?
Yes, sir. Mr. Pedraza is requesting a bench trial, Judge. In the meantime, I told him to get me some affidavits as well in this case. He says he's got some defenses that he'd like for me to consider. So I told him to get me those affidavits and bring him to the court so we can look at him.
Okay, Mr. Pedraza, we will continue on to your trial date. Can you please verify your address?
Yes, sir. It's 1801 apartment 28 on Bosque Street, Robson, Texas.
Okay, Mr. Pedraza, you'll receive notice of your trial setting. In the meantime, if you get those affidavits, if you bring them by the court, we'll make sure that Mr. Isasi receives them.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You're excused.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Isasi, next we have Romeo Rodriguez.
Yes, sir, Judge.
I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Isasi.
Yes, sir, Judge. Technologically, I'm inclined, so I'll try my best here. I'm trying my best here, sir. While I'm a worker too, and I'm just trying to multitask. So excuse me if I seem out of breath or I'm outside or something. Excuse me for that.
No worries, as long as you can talk to Mr. Isasi. Here we go.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna stop right now. I'm gonna put my tools down and I'll talk to him right away, sir.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Isasi, you have an announcement?
Yes, sir. On Mr. Rodriguez, we're still gonna keep that on a bench trial, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, we will continue you until your trial date. You will receive notice in the mail. Are you still at the address? What's your address?
515 Pat Shutter, apartment 140, sir.
Okay, then you will receive notice at that address.
Sir, yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. All right, Mr. Isasi, next we have Gilbert Rodriguez.
Okay. Let me catch that. There we go.
Mr. Isasi, you have an announcement?
Yes, sir. On Mr. Rodriguez, Your Honor, in return for his plea of no contest, it'll be a 30-day deferred, $100 fine, court costs of $134.
Mr. Rodriguez, you heard Mr. Isasi's recitation of the proposed agreement. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, sir.
Are you asking the court to approve it?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, if you can make sure you get with the clerks, either by coming in person or calling them to make arrangements to have the paperwork sent to you no later than 5 o'clock today or the latest tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Judge.
All right, Mr. Isasi, next we have Mr. Tedder.
Okay.
Come in. Okay, she can meet with Mr. Isasi once he's done.
Awesome.
Okay. Okay. All right, Mr. Sassi, I'll let you announce in the courtroom. Did you come to an agreement with Mr. Tedder?
Yes. Can we come for the plea of no contest? It's gonna be a 30-day deferred, 150 fine, and then it's court cost, and we need 134.
All right, Mr. Tedder, Mr. Isasi is live in the courtroom and he's announcing that y'all have come to an agreement for a 30-day deferred disposition with the fine of $150, court cost of $134. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, sir.
Are you asking the court to approve that agreement?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Tedder, the court will approve that agreement. Make sure you get with the Robstown Municipal Court clerks, either by phone or in person, no later than 5 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Sassi, what I'm gonna let you do, I'm gonna let you sit here and talk to
This, the next one, I didn't- One back. Okay. And this is kind of charging them.
I don't think I'm bothered, dude. That way, it's the last one. Como quiera. Let me do a breakout room in here. Mr. Varial, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Isasi.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I think, did I put him over here with you? Okay, I'm gonna switch it, he's gonna leave it over there. Wait. Yes. I don't think I can be put in a breakout room. What I'll let you do is just talk to him here with Crystal. I don't think it's okay. Mr. Varial,
Yes, sir.
if you can put your video on.
There it goes.
Okay, I'm gonna have Mr. Isasi, he's gonna sit at my chair. I'm gonna leave the room and he's gonna talk to you because his computer went out.
All right,
And
that's
so we can come to some type of agreement, okay?
Sir.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Morro, how you doing? Villarreal?
Good. How about yourself?
Good. And listen, you got a couple of assault assault cases here,
Sir.
assault family violence. Who is this Cecilia Cruz?
That's my mom.
Okay. And she's a complainant on both cases.
Sure.
Who do you live with?
I don't, right now I'm not living. I'm living with my guardian Jay.
With who?
Jay.
I didn't hear.
So I'm living with Jay,
Who's Jay?
my guardian.
Okay. And have you talked to your mom?
No, sir.
How old are you?
18.
Okay. What is do you know your mom's phone number?
361-425-4105.
Let me get this. I can call it 361 what?
I'm gonna call her.
361 what?
425-4105.
Call her. See what she wants to do with these cases.
Wait, I don't want to know where I'm at. Is that fine?
Huh?
I don't want to know where I'm at. I don't want her to find out.
No, I'm not going to tell her where you're at, but I'm going to tell her that I'm calling from the court. And I want to know what she wants to do with these cases, whether she wants to pursue them or not. And if she says no, then I'll have her do something and we can drop them. But if she wants to pursue them, then we're going to have to keep them on the trial docket.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, hold on.
Are you on mute? Put on mute. You need to tell them the same way.
Okay, Real.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just talked to your mom and no, she wants to go forward with these cases. So I can't dismiss them. So what'll happen is I'm gonna have the court send you notice of when to be here.
In person.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be in person, okay?
All right.
You still live at 4130 Bronner Road? in Corpus
Yes, sir.
Christi? Okay. All right. So that's
So-
what the court will do.
So I can't these are pretty much like false allegations because I didn't really hit her.
Well, that's why you have to come and tell your side to the court.
Do I need an attorney or anything, or I can go by myself?
That's up to you. I mean, you can come by yourself. I mean, if you want. I mean, you're an adult,
Yes, sir.
so you can show up on your own, or if you want to make the expense and hire a lawyer, I mean, that's
Yeah, I'll show up on my own.
okay. All right. The court will send you notice of the dates, okay?
All right, that's it. Thank you.
All right, you're free to go.